Okay. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Distinguished members of the bar, invited guests, avid readers of Serwaa, ladies and gentlemen. It is a singular honor on my behalf to welcome you to the virtual launch of Perspectives. Perspective is a book that has been put together based on the articles written by Francisca, Serwaa, Boateng. And like we say on the tagline, it is not your conventional conversations. Permit me to refer to Isabel Allende. This lady is one of the world's most widely read Spanish language authors. And she said that the library is inhabited by spirits that come out of the pages at night. Indeed, if you are a reader, then you know what book launch means to some of us. We are grateful to have you here to be part of this quite a short but exciting event we've put together to get the book formally launched. It is a book of 246 pages of pure joy, and you would read 3 sections of exciting write-ups: socio-economic issues, the law, where she discusses the profession and its practice, indeed, issues on human rights. And from the first article, which deals with the law and politics of natural hair, and those of you who followed the Achimota incident with our Rastafarian friend, the name Magai definitely comes to mind. Indeed, throughout the pages, you would also get to the last article, which discusses a topic from whence cometh our help. Indeed, this was a church. Sorry, we have feedback. If Mr. Cobb Brown can turn off his microphone for us. Thank you. Thank you. So please, just a little housekeeping. If you are not speaking, do turn off the microphone for us. It's definitely a challenge when it comes to virtual events for mics to be on, and that creates a lot of feedbacks in the interaction. It might even drag the event. So with all humility, you could turn off your microphones for us if you are not speaking. And then where there is the need for you to speak, you can turn on your mic. So if you can do that housekeeping for me, I would be grateful. Yes. And so in summing up my introduction of the event, this book is published by Ellis's BT Trust Services Limited, and indeed was published this month. So we are right on time to having the launch. And I would start off by inviting Mr. Maxwell Logan, who will take our forward, but permit me to introduce him formally. Mr. Logan was called to the bar in 1992. He obtained his graduate qualification and specialization from the United Kingdom. Indeed, he joined Kujau and Company, and where he actually did a lot with his Ghanaian corporate law practice. 2 decades, and he's mastered his field in corporate law, commercial law, investment law, banking and finance, and project. Hello, Mr. Logan. Yes, if Mr. Logan can hear me, please take the floor and give us the forward.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Am I being heard?
Yes.
Yes, loud and clear.
It is my singular honor and joy to be asked by Francisca to read the foreword, which is the icing on the humongous honor she did me by asking me to put together a few words. After I did that, Francisca came back to me to say that she was going to use what I wrote as the foreword to the book. I was flattered. But it's a great honor for me because I've been a follower of Francisca's writing. And the foreword I'm going to read sums up, and I'm sure will radiate a huge admiration for her as a lawyer, as an academic, and as one who is at the heartbeat of intellectual stimuli in the legal profession. As I said in the foreword, the paucity of academic and practitioner commentary and critique of decisions of our court was apparent even in the nascent days of my practice in the early 1990s. The University of Ghana Law Journal and the Council for Law Reporting's Review of Ghana Law, which were the leading lights in that endeavor, carried all the commentaries on the issues, legal issues of our times. Both became casualties of the cataclysmic events of the Rawlins Revolution and its muffling of commentary and expression of views, and not least the economic scarcity of the time that made even publishing a horrendously expensive and unattractive endeavor. For my generation of new lawyers who were freshly introduced to intellectual banter of luminaries like Professor A.K.P. Kluje of blessed memory, Professor Dateban, the iconic Professor Modibo Okan JSC, as he then was, Dr. Albert Fiajo, Professor Jando, and their younger and equally ferocious, intellectually active colleagues, Free Chikata, Chachu Chikata, and Dr. E.V. Odankwa, mentioned by the few. The vacuum created by the death of continual commentary on judicial decision was one of the major setbacks of our development as young lawyers who were called to the bar in the early 1990s. This is why to live and see that regime come to an end and to be a witness to the new generation of emerging scholars who share the distinction of being active practitioners is truly gratifying. You see Francisca, Serwaa Boateng be at the forefront of the army of newly emerging writers who provide insightful commentary and jurisprudentially sound critique of judicial decisions takes on a heightened significance in our male-dominated industry. Not only has Francisca broken the glass ceiling because of gender, but her articles are timely, topical, scholarly, and well-written. We did not in our generation see many of such a courageous and intellectually balanced female practitioners making such monumental contribution to the development of the law. This is why I'm so enthusiastic about her decision and encourage her when she first dropped the hint to pull all her writings together into one published piece. Like her writings, the decision is both in tandem with modern trends and is visionary. It is my hope that the public's works will highlight her contribution to the law and serve as a model for our female colleagues to put to public benefit their learning. My congratulations, and I'm happy to be here standing with other lawyers with you. Francisca.
Mr. Logan, thank you so much. That is succinctly written and read. Thank you so much. And if you know Francisca very well, you would agree with Mr. Logan that he has reflected more like a mirror of who she is and what she stands for in her writings. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, books do allow us to travel without moving our feet. And therefore, we are at a stage where we would like to take a number of testimonials from some of the avid readers who have shared testimony to the writings of Francisca, Serwaa Boateng. And this has been part of the contribution to the book. I would have done with me two ladies, Lebene Begleo Slim and Sylvia Menz Esquire, assist me in doing the testimonials on the books. So without wasting any time, I welcome you if you just join us. We are still on the launch for Perspectives, the book written by Francisca, Serwaa Boateng, and we will be taking the testimonials right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. We take our first testimonial from Isabel Boateng Esquire, the managing partner of AB and David Ghana. She says, as someone who loves to read and write, I love Francisca's writing. Pertinent issues of our day, delivered with great literary style and wit, certainly a must read. Our second testimonial is from Honorable Kofi Otre Ajekum, MP of Fantiakwa South constituency. I have become addicted to reading Francisca's short articles on the laws of Ghana, particularly those on our customs, practices, and norms. I am always looking forward to the next one. For those of us who are not lawyers, the simplicity of language and the depth of research make the articles a joy to read. Keep it up. The third testimonial. Reading the Otrema and blog articles over the years has been of profound benefit to me. The depth of knowledge on legal issues, and especially those affecting women reflected in the articles, enabled me have a better understanding of the judicial system in Ghana and the impact of key judicial decisions. Francisca writes on complex matters in a witty and humorous manner that makes reading her articles a joy. I am glad these articles are now being compiled into a book. I am hereby booking the first copy. Well done, Francisca. This testimonial was from Ms. Stella Alipatis, National Director of the National Data Protection Office in Uganda.
I'll be taking the next set of testimonials, and this one is by Mr. George Ankuma Mensah Esquire, Senior Partner at Ankuma Mensah and Associates. Francisca Serwaa Boateng has become a wonderful new voice in the annals of legal writing. This phenomenon can only be welcome in a profession where most of our experienced minds sadly fail to write. Her depth of analysis only goes to portray her as one of the contemporary champions of juristic learning in the country. And this one is from Mrs. Jennifer Dodu. Justice of the Court of Appeal, Accra. And she said, this book, entitled Perspectives, consists of a series of thought-provoking articles ranging from etiquette at the bar to recent developments in the law. It is written with a great sense of humor, leaving the reader educated, informed, and entertained, all in one fell swoop. It is indeed welcome to the stable of legal writing. My heartiest congratulations to the author, and like the famous Dickensian character Oliver, may I ask for more. And this one is from Fiona Asafu Ejay Esquire, who is a lawyer and a real estate consultant. And she says, I thoroughly enjoy Francisca's blog articles. I learned so much from them and they keep me inspired, not only with their thought-provoking content, but also the humor with which she delivers hard-hitting matters. Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia, for doing us the honors, and thank you, Lebene, for the reading of the first three. If I am not mistaken, I think we have been joined by Madame Isabel Boateng herself, and I would like to acknowledge her presence. I could also see that Minka Premo, an account on Minka Premo has been connected. I want to presume it is our very own, and I would like to acknowledge her as well. Because of the way the virtual names come up, permit me to acknowledge any senior member, any invited guest who had just joined us. You are on the Launch for Perspectives, a book written by Francisca Serwaa Boateng. We would have a very quick interaction with her to tell us the inspiration behind, first of all, writing the articles and the production of Otrema, all the way to getting us to a 246-page book. This is work, and it can only come from somebody who is dedicated and inspired by something. But before Francisca joins us, I will take the opportunity to appropriately announce her and read a little of her profile so we could accord her the space to take us through the author's interaction. Francisca is a lawyer and the founder and managing counsel, of FSB Law Consult. Indeed, it's a firm after my own heart. FSB, who was started in 2006. She leads the litigation team at the law firm, and she also supervises the various divisions like commercial litigation, employment law, family law, land, real estate, technology law, and arbitration. Personally, I would say you should see Francisca on her feet in court. Is a relish. Francisca previously worked as a research associate with the Policy and Global Affairs Division of the Committee on Human Rights of the National Academies of Sciences in Washington, D.C. She's a fall 2002 alumnus of the prestigious Christine Messiaen Science and Technology Policy Internship Program in Washington, D.C. Before setting up FSB Law Firm, Francisca worked as a lawyer, private practitioner with Akwete, Kuduaji and Co., which later became Insian Akwete and Co., of which I'm also a proud member. Allow me to bluff. Francisca graduated with a bachelor's in law, a degree from the University of Ghana, Legon, in 1996, and she was called to the bar in 1998. In 2002, she obtained a master's in law degree from the Temple University, James E. Beasley School of Law in Philadelphia, United States. She's a member of the International Bar Association. She's a member of the Ghana Bar Association. Indeed, she has served as a member of the Business Law Committee and Juniors and Pupils Committee of the Ghana Bar Association, a former vice president of the Greater Accra branch of the Ghana Bar Association, and also a notary public as at 2011. In summing up, Francisca serves as the editor-in-chief of the Otrema. If you are an avid reader of the Otrema, then you are about to meet the author virtually in person. Allow me to coin the word. FSB Law Consult's monthly newsletter is Otrema, and she's also a blogger. She has a website, fsboateng.com, which you can follow her. She also shares a lot on her social media platforms, and today she will tell us the inspiration behind writings. Allow me to welcome on your behalf, Francisca Serwaa Boateng. Francisca, you have the floor.
Wow, 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 wow. Desmond, thank you so very much for that warm introduction. Good afternoon to you all, and it's been so amazing sitting here and seeing all the people coming through. And I can only say that this is a very wonderful day, and I'm so happy to see all of you. And thank you all so much for making time to be here with me this afternoon. So as Desmond said, yes, I will give a sneak peek into how Perspectives came about. And I wish to start by saying that Perspectives is a book that is dedicated to my mother, Nana Ekuabuajiwa Kente, who is known in private life as Madame Beatrice Bill. She's a retired economist, educationist, I should say, and the Kronkohima of Asante Mampo traditional area. My mom is my first teacher, my storyteller, my role model, my lifelong bestie, with whom an hour's conversation is never enough. And the earliest we fall asleep in each other's company is after 1 p.m. So Nana, this book is for you. Now, people, where do I even start from? Perspectives, the book. You know, the birth of this book has been anything but divine. I did not set out to write a book of this genre, though my interest in writing a book has always been there. But as you know, the frets and fevers of life always conspired to give me a ton of self-serving excuses to put the venture off. This was the situation until around June 2020, when my office manager, Lebanon, and my then pupil, Anne-Marie, literally held my feet to the burning coal, as it were, to get me started on a blog on our law firm's website. Now, all team members were also to contribute articles to our law firm's monthly newsletter, the now famous Ochrema. So, as you can well imagine, that meant that I had to write 2 articles every month. I took up the challenge, and in no time, our clients and friends of our law firm had come to expect our publications every month. For me, storytelling and writing is a favorite pastime. The thrill of getting an outlet to express my thoughts on issues and share my insights is always a welcome adventure. I'm not one to swallow all and any points of view as they are presented by others. Analyzing issues critically and developing my own perspectives have always been part of my personality. Singing choruses of concurrence in what I describe as unbridled, obsequious to mundane expressions by others has never been an attraction to me. Most importantly, I was buoyed by the fact that I was writing for the reading pleasure of a general readership. So I'm talking about clients, friends, colleagues, lawyers, and other professionals, as well as the general public at large. The great feedback from readers also became a cherished motivation. With time, many readers came to expect the monthly articles. Additionally, some of the readers started suggesting that I compile all the articles together. Initially, that appeared to be a tall order, considering that I had not put it on my to-do list, as we say. But when some informed me casually in conversation that they'd made it a ritual to have their secretaries print and put the articles on file for them to read, mainly because they preferred reading real text to digital material. I knew I had to put together a book. The final incident that nudged me into taking action on this book was when I received requests from some readers for copies of articles I had written several months earlier to use as a source of reference for their works. Some of the articles had become quick reference sources for lawyers on current legal issues. The most satisfying part of writing these articles is the healthy discussions they have generated. Not a day passes that I do not meet someone, lawyers and non-lawyers alike, who will tell me that they read and enjoyed an article of mine. Then I may ask, oh, which one? To which the answers are always varied and amusing. They range from gaudy earrings, lawyers dressing, divorce, new court of appeal rules, stool occupants, pupils, natural hair, happy lawyer, fintechs, etc. So in a nutshell, the inspiration for putting this book together has been largely engineered by the awesome feedback and promptings from the readers of the articles themselves. I also figured that putting the articles together in a book form will make it more permanent, compact, and easily accessible to all. As soon as I shared my thoughts about this book with my team at FSB Law Consult, you can just imagine, they jumped at it, and here we are. It is my fervent hope that I will continue to share my perspectives on issues of socio-economic, political, and legal relevance to our society. This book may be only the first of many perspectives to come. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Francisca. Thank you for leading us on the path of inspiration. For whatever it is worth, we can say that you are doing the Lord's work. Yes, you are, by putting these together and getting it into a permanent form for people who will need to have it. We would proceed to launch the book, and then we would have Francisca also read portions of the book for us before we would take up our live auction. And then, of course, it will be open to the market. But permit me again to take a quote from Oscar Wilde in the book, The Picture of Dorian Gray. He says, and I quote, "The books that the world calls immoral are books that show the world its own shame." I'd align myself with this quote from Oscar and say that if you're an avid reader of Francisca's writing, then you would see that there is a lot of blunt truth, which is coined in humor. On this note, I would welcome back Mr. Maxwell Logan Esquire to launch the book formally, after which Francisca herself will read portions of the book. Be reminded, we are streaming this event live on Facebook. We've shared a link on the chat. You can copy that and share it on your social media for as many people as you can. Mr. Logan, please.
Thank you very much, our very erudite master of ceremony. And thank you, Francisca, for your speech, which took us back on memory lane and reminded us of moments in the journey of which we were all a part. Great things start by little steps. And even the Great Wall of China, I am told, started with one stone, which is the first foundation stone. So here we are, brick on mortar, mortar on brick. And we have before us a colossus. It is this singular honor to declare a collection of intellectually stimulating law articles, social commentaries put together by our very own Francisca Serwaa Boateng, titled Perspectives. Indeed, not your conventional conversation, duly launched. Thank you, Mr. MC.
Thank you, Mr. Logan. I think we can have a little fanfare, virtual fanfare for the launch. So if my back office is ready, let's have that loop. It's worth it and adds up to the virtual fan. We could do with some sound. Yes. So the book Perspective is formally launched, and that's the artist's impression is exactly what you got on the screen. Without wasting any much time, we will do the needful by getting. Okay, are we coming back on the? Okay. Back office wants us to have the fanfare, so let's see.
Thank you. I see.
Okay, I could get some Osibisa at the back. You could tap your fingers wherever you are in the excitement for Francisca. Yes, yes. Yes, this is well deserved. We could take your solidarity messages on the chat, so feel free to send her a word or two, encourage her writing as she prepares to also give you a sneak peek into the book by reading her favorite portions. You can make use of the chat to send her the solidarity messages. But of course, with Mr. Logan, we formally declare these launched, and it is now officially out there for you. But before we go on to take on the auctioning, I think it is worth getting Francisca to read portions, her favorite portions of the book. I would love to hear her read it, and I'm sure he would love to hear her read it as well. Francisca.
Wow. Thank you so very much, Mr. Maxwell Logan. That was a very, very awesome lunch. Thank you. And to all of you who have logged on and have been part of this wonderful program. So this is the book here. Now you can see it live and colored. It's ready and it's here. And I'm very excited to be able to read portions. You know, normally when people ask me, oh, Francisca, which of the articles is your favorite? My answer is always all of them, because each and every one of them speak to me very much. But this afternoon, I've pulled a few portions from a few of the articles to share with all of you who have joined me. As I said, the book is here, live and colored. You can all see it. And I'll be picking portions from it. So the first article that I'm looking at is The Law and Politics of Natural Black Hair, my guy on my mind. In it, I made this point, and I read. To my mind, thankfully, our back office has projected it, so all of you can take a look at it and read along. To my mind, this is a forward-looking, epoch-making decision that has the effect of breaking down societal misconceptions that have seeped into our collective consciousness as the right way to live our lives. Being blinded by our self-righteousness, we have failed to see how far back some of our antiquated beliefs and colonialist-inspired ethos have paralyzed our growth and development as a people. So I know you're all yearning to know what follows after this. So pick your copy and you will love it. So next on, I move to Of Gaudy Earrings, Bare Arms, and Revealed Cleavage, the feminine face of the Ales on the Bar. And I quote from that article: "We chose to be silent, lest we ruffle some pristine peacock feathers. As a profession, we have hidden behind an affinity with conservatism to stifle our own growth and development while society has passed us by. Admittedly, our profession is a noble one, and we need to carry ourselves in a manner that befits our calling. However, it will be most unreasonable for one to expect a lawyer practicing in Ghana today to dress like a John Mensah Saba or an Annie Jacket. These two pioneering stalwarts of our profession belonged to their time, and so do the present generation." So this is a quote from Of Gaudy Earrings, the article. Now, I move on to read from an article entitled "Of Stunted Growth, Stretch Marks, and K-Legs, the Unlawful Personal Qualification Criteria of Ghana Immigration Service." And this is the quotation from that article. "It was shocking to hear and see this in the media. Who takes a sharp blade and mark stretches on their own skin? Who misaligns their own legs to get them K-shaped? Why should anybody be body shamed and blamed for not reaching a height of 5 feet 8 inches or 5 feet 4 inches when they had no part at all in picking their genes or being malnourished in infancy or even in adulthood? How does having 1 or 2 piercings in one's ears prevent them from stamping arrival in someone's passport at the airport? How does one's immutable physical features, foisted on them by the accident of birth or sickness, become their undoing in seeking employment in a democracy? So please grab your copy of the book and get to read the rest of that article. Next on, I'll move on to an ode to quadrennial suffrage. This is a poem, and it's a fascination for most people, and I hope you will all get the opportunity to read it as you pick copies of the book. And this is what I quote from that. "Well, the chap is lucky. He drinks tea with the queen. With or without biscuits, only he can tell. After the 3 witnesses spoke, no figures were given. Thus, the hope of a runoff was growing dim. The petitioner was not despaired. He wagered the returning officer will come to the rescue. But the respondents and their lawyers had other plans. Mounting the witness box was the last thing on their minds." So that is it for ode to quadrennial suffrage. Now, to the article entitled Property Rights of Spouses in Ghana, why the 8th Parliament should bite the bullet and pass a bill to regulate it. And this is what I read from that article. As already stated in the preceding paragraphs, the Property Rights of Spouses Bill 2009 was the first bill introduced in Parliament by the Ministry of Justice. The bill was never passed into law, despite the numerous advocacy campaigns waged by many stakeholders, notably women and human rights activists and organizations. The term of that Parliament ended in December 2012, and the bill died with it. In 2013, the bill was repackaged and laid before Parliament as the Property Rights of Spouses Bill 2013. That bill suffered the same fate as its predecessor. Parliament did not pass it. In the current 7th Parliament of the 4th Republic, and of course, this article was written before 2021. In the current 7th Parliament of the 4th Republic, which is ending in just about 2 months, not a word was heard about the laying, much less passage of any property rights of spouses bill. So I will end it here. I will not want to give too much away. The book is ready to go, and definitely you will get to read all those articles. Thank you so very much. And at this point, I would wish to say a very, very, very big thank you to Almighty God for making this a possibility. God, in whom I'm well pleased. Secondly, I would wish to say a big thank you to my family, both nuclear and extended, from Cincinnati to Mampong, to Kumasi, to Accra, abroad and elsewhere. You have been a pillar in my life, and I will forever be grateful. And then I wish to express my special thanks to my seniors in the law. And here I make the special mention of my former senior in Chambers, Mr. Lord Samuel Insia Akwete, popularly known as LSA or Lawyer Zoo. Senior, I'm very grateful, and I continue to be grateful. I also wish to single out Lawyer David Kuduaji, Dave of Lex Kudos and Associates. David and Mr. Boateng were together as Insia at Akwete Kuduaji and Co. And I wish to say a big thank you to them. And also to my pupil master of 23 years ago, Mr. Kweku Ansan Asari. Mr. Kweku Ansan Asari. Thank you all so very much for all that you've done. Now, to my friends, I have seen tons of you on this program, and I know I will definitely get the opportunity to acknowledge each and every one of you. I'll get the chance to do that. I've seen tons of you, and I'm just amazed and touched and humbled by your show of support and love over the course of all these years. And I can only say thank you. And also to the organizing team from FSB Law, the organizing team members comprised of Sylvia, Menz, Esquire, Lebanon, our office manager, Richmond, our law clerk, and Victoria, our facilities officer. And also to the organizing team from Elisa's BT Trust Services Limited, the publishers of this book. So my special thanks to Ruda and to Eric. And I will hand over to Desmond, and definitely I'll get a chance to say my final thank yous to everybody else. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Francisca. And just in case you just joined us, you are live on the launch for Perspective, a book which is built around non-conventional conversations and written by Francisca Serwaa Boateng Esquire. You just heard from her. Don't be deceived. She nearly gave the vote of thanks, but we are not done yet. So allow her to be carried away. It's a pleasant day, and for some of us, it's a great joy we could see this happen finally. Well, we have some quite interesting remarks about the fifth that you've chopped today, and I think I would read just a few of them before coming back to the e-auction of the book. So I have from Frederick Gura Samson. He says, "Well done, Senior FSB. Inspiring to see this. Congratulations." Then Albert Kwashiga speaks. He says, "You did it again, Francisca. You are simply unstoppable. Thanks for Perspectives. We will get the last page of Perspectives. Congrats." And then we have Filipina Chan, who says, "Congratulations, Francisca. You made it as usual. More books." We also have Stephen Owuzuaje saying, "You always set the pace for others to follow. Congratulations, Francisca." And then Osei Bonsu also makes a comment. "That's beautiful, Auntie. Congrats." It goes on and on and on. Maybe during the live auction, as I wait for people to put in one or two for me, I would come back and read more. And so I will end with Benny Sam for now. She says that, "Congratulations, Francisca. I have enjoyed reading your articles." And this is what we are talking about. This is what is leading us to today's event. We find ourselves at the point where the book is formally launched. I would like you to just enter the space of your imagination and think that we find ourselves in a bookstore. Unfortunately, we are in a virtual bookstore now, and the books are virtual. But the good thing is, if you pledge to get one of the books at this moment in time, you would be supporting the event with 1,000 Ghana cedi for the book. And we need 15 people to give us that pledge and support. My team from LSSBT, you can just quickly drop your WhatsApp message that allows us to interact for the orders. Alternatively, you could use the hand-raising emoji on the screen of Zoom platform, or you can drop a comment stating your interest to support the book at 1,000 Ghana cedis. So once we have you supporting the book, I have some hands up. LSSBT, you need to quickly go in there. I have some hands up. Stephen Owusuaje, thank you very much. I have Atab Nabi, thank you. I have Michael Sarko there. LSSBT, you need to do this for me. Take the details. I need 15 people to support at 1,000 Ghana cedi per book, and I will be very grateful. Indeed, what I can tell you is these books will come 1 autographed, 2 with a special gift, and then 3 delivered to you. Hard copy in hard copy. So any more support, Salian Jamesy, I can't be much grateful than that. Thank you so much. I need more hands to cover my 15. The WhatsApp number has also been dropped there. So in case you want to hide, then please get to the WhatsApp number. Genevieve has a hand up. LSSBT, do this for me until I get to my 15, and then I would open up to the general. Jumo is also pledging 1,000 for the book. Jumo is pledging 1,000 for the book. Thank you. Quickly get me the names. Try and chat them in private. Lord is getting us also on a pledge. Wow, I want to believe this is my very own senior LSN. Thank you so much, sir. Yes, so we are at 7 now. We need 8 more. Can we do this together? I have 48 participants. I know you love Francisca. I know you love the reading. I have read every single article, probably. Maybe save for the ones I missed. Now we have it in 246 pages. We can only support our sister, senior and friend to get there. Philippine Achia also pledges. Maxwell Koblan Logan himself, the big man himself. How many do we have now? Alice's BT, give me the count. There's not much time here. Okay, so Senior Lord is bidding for 3. So that leads us up. So Insia Akwete and Co is bidding for 3. I don't know. I'm so excited. I'm just about to shout that we are winning, but yes, let me comport myself. So do the math again, Alice's BT. Let's add the 3. Good. We have 11 now. So 4 more to go. 4 more to go. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished members of the bar, you are making it for us. Isabel is also pledging for. Awesome. 2 more to go. Or probably 3 more to go, sorry. Let's do this together. Let's do this together for Francisca. I want to see her write more. So let's encourage her with this e-auction. Thank you so much. Anybody coming forward?
The last 17.
Anybody coming forward? I'm not closing the bid until you make it for me. 15 people. Whilst I wait, let me go back to some of the comments. JJ Dawuni says that well done, Francisca, fantastic lawyer and a fantastic writer. I think it is the more reason why we need to make it up to the 15. So let me see more hands up. Peggy Edubufor says, well done, Mami Serwaa. Joyce has given us a hand up. That is an additional pledge. Alice's BT, do the count. Then I have Nana, I have Yabrago Amankwa Sahini. I love your name. Congratulations, Obo Nashi. I'm sure that's a nick, yeah? Okay, so now when I meet her, that's what I'm going to call her. All right, 12 now. 12 now. David Amethefe says, Senior Francisca, congrats. Count me in. Add my name to the 15. David Amethefe Esquire. I think we have 2 more to go and we would be just clapping virtually for ourselves wherever we are for making it up to the number. 2 more to go. Who is coming through for us? We are not going 1, going 2. We need to make it. We need to get the 15 for her. 1 more from Elizabeth Olympio. Oh my God. And then we have Maxwell Logan is getting the first for 5,000. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just clocked the numbers and exceeded it. And I would like Alice's BT to take all the details, contact these persons. Kofi Otri is also doing 5,000. Oh, wow. So the numbers have just ballooned up and I am so grateful you joined me to make this happen. My very most distinguished seniors at the bar, I thank you so much for coming through to give this support. We have Kofi Otri again doing another, sorry, Kofi Otri modifying is to 3,000. So Alice's BT, this is for you. Take the numbers, get the tally together, and I know we have hit the mark already. And for that matter, if you permit me, I would bring the e-auction to a former end and then announce the price of the book. The price of the book is going for 200 Ghana cedi. It is worth your library. I would be getting mine. Every book that is purchased stands for delivery. You can discuss the delivery means with the Alice's BT contact person who will get in touch with you. We would autograph it for you as well. But for those who did the auction for us, we are adding a very special gift. You can be rest assured that gift is worth it. And for whatever it is, I want you to know that the amount at which you bought these books are purely to support the work of Francisca. You are going to see the next book out. You're going to see the next volume of Perspective. You're going to see more relentless writing, and you have also encouraged some of us who are of the fancy of reading and writing, and we know that if it gets to our 10, if we are doing the work well, like our senior is, we would get the support from you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I would do a very quick one, which would just be in about, let me see how much time I have. About 3 minutes. I'm a timekeeper as well. I have 3 minutes. I would open the floor for anybody who wants to ask Francisca a question or say something in words to just let me know. So please, you can have your hands down now so that we would move on from there. Thank you so much. If you have something to say, the contact number is 05419262205. It's in the chat. And then also you can go to fsboateng.com, fsboateng.com, and place your pre-order as well. So thank you, Prince Abrokwa. You are taking it for 1,000. We are grateful. And I think I will open the floor now. Please bring your hands down. I want to find out if anybody has any word he wants to give Francisca. We just have about 2 minutes. I think I'll best to about 5 minutes, and then we could go. So in order to provide some sort of orderly, you know, the virtual platform can be a bit disorderly if you allow things to just flow. Let me know if anybody has a word to add up before we take our remarks from Rhoda A. Udro. Let me know if any of our invited guests, our most seniors at the bar, the avid readers, if anybody has anything to say, I would give you the platform. Stephen Owusweje, I want to presume you have something to say. Please proceed.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, Francisca.
Thank you very much, Stephen. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. I don't think that words are enough for Francisca. She's a true leader. She's a pace setter, like I said, I indicated earlier. You know, most of us, and I just speak for myself alone. I know that a lot more people, we didn't join the law because it was just about courtroom practice or, you know, doing some transaction here and there. But I really to make an impact in society using the law and what we know and then what the people, how we can help change lives and make the world a better place. And I think that's what Francisca stands for. I mean, for me personally, she's a mentor. She has guided me in so many things, setting up a law firm, providing counsel daily, you know, and true leadership is not just about yourself. It's reaching out and then ensuring that a lot more people see the light. And that's what Francisca for me stands for. And I just wish to say thank you and then also say that this is just the beginning for her. She has so much potential. I continue to tell her that it's not just about the bar. It's about Ghana, Africa, and then the world. I mean, she has so much to offer and I wish her all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stephen. I really appreciate your kind words. And I'm privileged to know you as a person and the influence you've also had on my life as well. So thank you very much.
Welcome, Francisca. All the best.
Thank you, Steve. Anyone wants to take the last bite before we wrap up? We are right on time. I can't be any proud of myself. I have no intentions of wasting your time here. Okay, so thank you so much for connecting and joining us on the virtual launch. We would automatically wrap up with Miss Rhoda A. Udro giving us the remarks. And then right after that, we should be good to go. We are grateful for you joining us. Rhoda, you can give us the closing remarks.
Yes, can I come in shortly?
Yes, Francisca, you can. Yes, you can.
Yes, if you could, I know that you are working very much within your time, but if you could spare me 2 minutes, please, to acknowledge, acknowledge the presence of all the people who have been on and to say, I'm so very grateful. First of all, my thanks to Maxwell Koblan-Logan of Keta. That's the full address. Max, I don't have enough words to express how grateful I am for your friendship, for your support, and you've been amazing for you to have made time this afternoon. I know how precious your time is, but you agreed and you've been on this right from day one. And today, you've crowned it all with your presence and your full participation. Thank you so very much. And special thanks to you, Desmond. You know how we do it, boy. And you know I'm always in your corner, and I will always be grateful. Thank you so much for all that you've done. And to all the attendees, Peggy Edumofo, Albert, Paul Brown, Jocelyn, Rikwata Krajumo, oh, bros, Agnes Oluso Francis, Filipina Chia, Albert Kwashiga, Benny Sam, Dora, Manuel Bombande, Evelyn, Eko, Professor Dawuni, JJ, Lady Eileen, George Sapron, Isabel Boateng, Genevieve Okansi, Jenny O herself, Nancy, Prince Benson, Sally Ann Jemfi, Sally Ann, I'm truly grateful. Kofi Boy, Victor Pajoga Adawudu. Oh, Victor, thanks, you made it. Moses Okwe Note, Yom of UPSA. I'm still looking forward to meeting you. And Kofi Boy, Rinka Premu and Co, Clement, Atani B, Dan O'Day, David Ametepet, Jomo, Elwedosei, Ernestina, Frederick, Joa Sampson, Larry Jagger, Osa Brown, Espa, Obaya, Beatrice Bill, that's my mom right there, Princess Duchuma Bropa, Director 1, Efia Serwaa Sando, Elizabeth Olympio, Liz, we need to do something on Friday night. Joyce, Michael Sarkodie, oh, thank you so much. Honorable Kofi Ocheji-Kum, Professor, my big sister, Olivia Kuchede, thank you so much. Yeah, Brago, all joining all the way from New York City, Emma Pimpong, Ojo Ohiniche, hey, CEO, Daniel Adai, Danny the headmaster, Nana Serwaa, Lord, Man Piero, Steve Sweje, and everybody else, the numerous people who have also joined us from elsewhere, Susanna Futu, Musa Ahmed, Stephen J, Teko Akwete, all the way from Canada, Godwin J. Sao from Virginia, US, and Saudi. It goes on and on and on. LC, Oseusu, Kapranketia, Dorin Kwanzaa, Kwesi Okonfosu, Jackson. Wow. Long list. Gertrude O'Day, Nathaniel Mensah, Jacqueline Boateng. So basically, a very big thank you to all of you. I can't thank you enough, and I'm so grateful for this. So take over from here, Desmond.
Thank you, Francisca. I would say this is actually the first time I see such an acknowledgement, and I can only say that you would do that to people you consider family. So on Francisca's behalf, thank you once again, and we would go to Rhoda.
Okay. Thank you, Desmond. Distinguished guests, it is a joy for me to provide the closing remarks. On behalf of the author, Francisca Serwaa Boateng, I would like...
You have feedback from your end. Please let back office check for you. Yes, better, go on.
Thank you. So on behalf of the author, Francisca Serwaa Boateng, I would like to express my gratitude to you all for your presence here today. I also want to express my gratitude to the author for publishing such a thought-provoking and educative book. I also want to express my gratitude to the amazing organizing team for their brilliant work. Today, Perspectives has been launched. We will continue with the non-conventional conversations. The book can now be purchased for a cool 200 cedis on the author's website, which is fsboateng.com. And there is a delivery option as well. So if you are within Accra, if you are wherever you are, we'll do your delivery for you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining today. God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Rhoda. And as the master of ceremony, I hereby declare your book launched and I declare the event closed. I don't know if we are Johnson it, should we?
Indeed.
Thank you very much. And we are grateful for you joining us. So you just follow all the routines and get your copy of the book. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening.
You too.
Hosa, hosa, ho. Hosa, hosa, ho. As my face are faded by the sun, 10,000 men stand high on the hill, and our silence as the essence still. 10,000 men trample for the kill, the vultures fly, the wind. Hosa, hosa, ho. Hosa, hosa, ho. As my face are faded by the sun, 10,000 men stand high on the hill, and our silence as the essence still. 10,000 men trample for the kill, the vultures fly, the wind. Hosa, hosa, ho. Hosa, hosa, ho.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We are grateful. Who took off our music? Please keep our music playing. We are signing out. We can't be sad.
I should keep on playing.
Yes, please. We can't be sad. We are signing out. Keep our music playing.
You can hear.
Yes, yes.
Hosa, hosa, ho. Face are faded by the sun. 10,000 men stand high on the hill, and our silence as the essence still. 10,000 men trample for the kill, the vultures fly, the wind. Hosa, hosa, ho. Hosa, hosa, ho. As my face are faded by the sun, 10,000 men stand high on the hill, and our silence as the essence still. 10,000 men trample for the kill, the vultures fly, the wind. Hosa, hosa, ho. Hosa, hosa, ho. As my face are faded by the sun, 10,000 men stand high on the hill, and our silence as the essence still. 10,000 men trample for the kill, the vultures fly, the wind. Hosa, hosa, ho. Hosa, hosa, ho. As my face are faded by the sun, 10,000 men stand high on the hill, and our silence as the essence still. 10,000 men trample for the kill, the vultures fly, the wind. Hosa, hosa, ho. Hosa, hosa, ho. As my face are faded by the sun, 10,000 men stand high on the hill, and our ho. Hosa, hosa, ho. As night fades out, faded by the sun, 10,000 men stand high on the hill, and loud silence as the air stood still. 10,000 men trample for the kill, the vultures fly, the wind. Hosa, hosa, ho. Hosa, hosa, ho. As night fades out, faded by the sun, 10,000 men stand high on the hill, and loud silence as the air stood still. 10,000 men trample for the kill, the vultures fly, the wind. Hosa, hosa, ho. Hosa, hosa, ho. As night fades out, faded by the sun, 10,000 men stand high on the hill, and loud silence as the air stood still. 10,000 men trample for the kill, the vultures fly, the wind. Hosa, hosa, ho. Hosa, hosa, ho. As night fades out, faded by the sun, 10,000 men stand high on the hill, and loud silence as the air stood still. 10,000 men trample for the kill, the vultures fly, the wind. Hosa, hosa, ho. Hosa, hosa, ho. As night fades out, faded by the sun, 10,000